you know I got to ask you about the story of the weekend in Andrew Luck retiring at the age of 29. What was your reaction when you heard the news?
You're shocked, but it's kind of sad, because, such a great football player, you'll never want to see that, but, you take a toll on your body after years and it keep happening to you. I guess you get tired of it, so at the end of the day, you got to protect yourself. So with the decision he made, but it's definitely sad.
Aaron, Will Kane here. So as Raj just introduced you, two-time Defensive Player of the Year, but there are people beginning to talk about you as, and maybe too late, by the way, Aaron, MVP level. But we keep talking about guys like, for example, Luck, Brady, Rodgers. It seems to be a quarterback award. What's it going to take? What do you have to do this year to finally bring that MVP award to the defensive side of the ball?
I don't know. Just keep playing ball, man. I guess score some touchdowns, but just got to keep playing it and not think about it and just let it happen. So, in a mix of me just doing my job, trying to win games, success coming. Whatever happens.
Do you feel you deserve to be league MVP? Do you feel that you're somebody that deserves and warrants that kind of consideration, not just Defensive Player of the Year, but league MVP, considering the position that you play?
Well, that was last year. This is a whole new year, so it's starting fresh all over again. So, if you feel, I feel like if you make the plays and you that type of guy that playing at that high level and deserve it, why not? So.
Let me go back to last year, because obviously you guys went to the Super Bowl. You lost to the New England Patriots. I certainly don't blame the defense for that. You guys showed up. Your offense, that's a different story for another day. But as we go into this season, how are you feeling about your defense? You kept Fowler, obviously. You're still there. You acquired Clay Matthews in the offseason. He's not what he used to be, but experience matters, and he can still ball. But Ndamukong Suh is gone. How are you feeling about your defense coming into this season?
Oh, I feel real good. I feel like we've been looking great. We've been making, all the right calls. We got, guys like Weddle back there making great calls. A veteran president that had a lot of success in this league, and adding Clay to the mix. That I feel like that's not going to do nothing but make us better. Definitely, when you play with a guy that had a lot of success and an older guy, that communication is huge for us. So having them add veteran presence like that to help us, in the mix of what we already had, I feel like that's going to make us that much better. So I'm just excited about it.
Aaron, you held out just before last season. You were looking for a new deal. Right now, all the headlines are about Ezekiel Elliott's holdout. Do you have kind of any advice for him in this moment?
Just keep yourself in top shape. Just keep working, keep grinding, and it's a business at the end of the day. So things ain't gonna always go how you wanted to go. Just don't take it personal. You take it personal, and that's when things, in your head start messing with you, and you start, getting a little angry. So, as long as you let business be business, and keep yourself in top shape, he'll be fine.
And obviously, missing training camp didn't hold you back last year. And I'm gonna ask you, how about this? I'm gonna ask you for two names, okay? Tell me, when you're lining up that week, the quarterback that you're going against, whether or not it's how quick his release is or how much he's capable of reading what's about to happen with the defense, that you're most nervous about, the quarterback, but also I really am curious which offensive lineman you feel like is the biggest job for you as you line up that weekend.
When you have a lot of success, you start getting a lot of attention. So you really don't get that many opportunities at one-on-one. So I always tell people, it's usually not one guy. It's about two or three guys you got to worry about. So, right. We're playing against a good team, and we've been preparing for that and getting ready for it. Even though, we got one more preseason game left, our ultimate goal is to get ready for week one, and that's what we've been doing. I just started breaking down film yesterday on them. So, they got a great quarterback, got a good running back that can do a lot of things in the backfield and out the backfield. So you got a lot of good pieces around you. So you got to study that and make sure you're trying to contain them guys. So
everybody's been looking at you guys. You're the reigning defending NFC champions, and a lot of people look at y'all and they say, okay, no surprise if they get back to the Super Bowl. But there's Chicago, there's Philadelphia, there's Dallas, who you handled in the divisional playoff game. Thank you, by the way, for that. I really, really appreciate that. But when you look at what the other teams in the NFC, how they're looking right now, do you believe this is the same situation as last year? Do you think it's going to be considerably tougher this year because there's a slew of teams that are perceived as being better?
You never know. You got to play. It's the preseason. Obviously, guys ain't going to play their starters, and, you play not too many snaps and things like that. So You never know. You never know until you actually suit up week one and you see guys actually playing a real live game and see the success they have, and then they actually start pulling plays out. You know, you're really not running too much in the preseason, but you don't know. But I'm confident in the team we got, you know, with the coaches we got, you know, that, you know, I feel like we're going to be a better team than what we was last year. That's the scary thing. You know, I feel like we had a lot of room for improvement, and I feel like, you know, we've been improving them things. So
why do you believe y'all are going to be better? Especially, and listen, and let me preface my statement, my comment by saying this. Too many questions have been asked about Todd Gurley's health. I damn near feel that's unfair to him. Give the man a chance to show up on the field, because we know when he's healthy, he's an absolute stud. But nevertheless, there have been those questions, and we saw Goff struggle a little bit in the Super Bowl. Why do you believe this team this year is going to be better than last year's team?
Well, them was last year. You know, you live and you learn from, you know, mistakes last year. You know, I feel like, you know, the ups and the downs we had made us that much of a stronger team, and obviously, you know, going to the Super Bowl and falling short, you know, if that don't light a fire under you, I don't know what would, you know. So I feel like, you know, everybody got a different type of mindset, you know, having that experience and going through what we went through last year, and then adding new pieces to this defense, obviously, like Weddle and Clay. And what I've been seeing at practice, I just feel like, you know, we looking much better than what I've seen last year and in the past year. So I'm excited about this upcoming season.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.